So welcome to my review of the AEG L72600, or the T37700 as it's actually known as. That matches the AEG 72600 or the AEG L72600 update that I've already done in the past. And if you've not seen it, that will be down here in the description. Anyway, take a look at it. Let's turn it to light. Press dull. So actually light is for the drum light. It has a drum light inside, and it has a filter in the door, which this is exactly the same as the John Lewis JL TDH15 I had 5 years ago, but this machine is a lot older than that. It has a 5 kilogram loading capacity, and as I said before, it actually matches this AEG L72600 or L74600, depending which model variant you got, and uses a massive 2750 watt heater. Well, it would do, but I'm going to explain something to you now. Right, a couple of things. Number one, this is a vented dryer, so it's pretty quick. If you wanted the condenser version, you should be after the T57700 or or 57700. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 programs to play with. So we have hot and extra dry, cotton cover dry, damp, hand iron and machine iron. Cover dry will be what you'll use most. Very rarely using damp hand iron or machine iron like most people do. Anyway, so we'll go into the options that are available. So audible signal. At the end of the cycle it will beep. So pressing this option will make it beep. If it's not pressed, it won't make a beep at all. Second thing it has something called special care. This is actually just low heat version of either the Cottons or the Easy Cares. Easy Cares has a lower heat automatically. Selecting special care without Easy Cares does an ultra low heat setting. Quick is ultra high temperature. This is where the 2750 watt heater is kicked in. It normally uses around 2.25 kilowatts on the normal high heat, probably 1.5 for low heat, Easy Cares heat or special care cottons, and 1.2 kilowatt for Easy Cares special care, etc. Something like that. I'm not 100% sure. We have door, it's got an electric door which fires it open for you, but I'm going to show you now. It says open here. The door's been reversed, and you can reverse the door on this, but you can still open it manually. So when there's no power, you can still open it. If the electronic door button, for example, also broke, don't worry, you can still get to your laundry. We also have a delay timer of 19 hours. It's exactly the same as the washing machine. Right. We've also got these icons here which tell you the phase of what it's up to. So drying is where there's heat. Cooling, it does a 10-minute cool down with no heat, and then it will actually go into crease guard before it goes into end, which is a bit ironic really. Unless you select cool air, it will go a crease guard. Basically it's half an hour automatically at the end. If you want your washing back anywhere between when it starts and up to half an hour, it does tumbles, you can open the door at any time, take them out, and the cycle will reset. After half an hour the cycle will actually just cancel itself anyway, and then the actual end light will appear anyway. These lights will still be here if it hasn't got a time display, so Right, you've also got these icons here where it says machine iron, hand iron, damp, couple dry and extra dry. When you start the cycle, it will automatically go onto machine iron. Basically it's telling you where the cycle is up to in terms of drying, so you'll have some kind of rough idea of how dry the laundry is at any stage. That might be quite good if you're selecting, say, cupboard dry, and you want to take some items out when it's machine iron dry or hand iron dry, something like that. You can just keep an eye on it. When it gets a hand iron, you can take those particular items out and then continue the cycle. Other than that, it's pretty. There's no special programs, and that's because of the time this was built. There wasn't need, because all it had to do was sort of match the washing machine, which also didn't have special programs as we do today. So we got a 20-minute, 40-minute, 60-minute program, and cool air is obviously no heat at all. Cool air should be used if a program is interrupted and then not continued. So especially like if you've interrupted taking it out and then you're not doing any more drying, you should always put on cool air just to cool the machine down, the heater element down, to avoid the heater element breaking and overheating, stuff like that. The heater element will burn out if you don't do it eventually. So just take a long time. Right, so at the bottom we've got, this is just nothing. It looks like an air duct, but there's absolutely nothing. I find a little cool feature about this machine is that it's got three-way venting. It can vent from the back, or from the left, or the right, and you can just change it. Like I said, it's vented. The only other drawback is that you have to have a special like plastic thing that goes in one of the ducts, because they're like oblong ducts rather than round ducts. Right, I'm going to load it up for you. I'm going to demonstrate a cycle. So we've got a load of baby clothes. Let's let a couple dry. And start. That is really how quiet it is. The clean filter light will appear if if it detects that there's no airflow going through. Although it's likely that you've more likely got a fault. Anyway, we'll leave that going so you can enjoy the absolute sheer quietness of the machine. Right, so that's now complete. Drop the door down. Simple round fluff filter. Let's have a look at these. They're all perfect. Perfect. Perfectly dried. No moisture. Excellent. Excellent dryer, and it's pretty quick actually. 100 minutes is based on like an 800 RPM spin, so if you've got a 1200 it takes a lot shorter, and then with a smaller like that it did considerably lots more shorter. Right, good dryer, 9 out of 10. Solidly built even after all this time. Besides that, it's been maintained. Overall out of 10. A 10 because it actually does offer everything as a centre dryer, and of course it's still vented of course, but we're basing this 10 out of 10 on a vented dryer, not on anything else. Excellent. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.